Hey there, it's Corey and Denise from Does Size Matter, and we have got the ultimate cool review for you guys today. We know that people have been asking for this, and it's a bit of a different format. It could even take a little bit longer to watch, so stick with us to the end. But today we are doing an owner's perspective of a 2017 Jayco Pinnacle 36 FBTS. This is a way of sharing actual information from people who use this rig, their DIY tricks, any hacks they've got, how they feel about it. We love sharing information with all of you on all those new rigs, but this is a way for you to learn just some really insider information. So remember, everything we tell you is just our opinions, and it's going to be our guests' opinions as well. So take what you can from that, learn, and don't forget to hit subscribe while you're watching throughout the video, or you can click at the end. We'll also leave you some links at the end to construction, nuts and bolts, and that kind of stuff, or, you know, come along on an adventure with us, because that's fun too. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to our friends.
Hi.
This is Tina and Craig Kleinfelter, and they are from the blog site Free As We'll Ever Be. And I'm going to put a link in the description where you can get to their adventures and learn all the stuff they've got to share with you. But also, because they're such fun, friendly people, they're going to answer any of your questions in the comments. So if you have a question on this video, put it in the comments and they'll come on and actually answer it for you. I mean, I like to answer them too, but these guys really have the best information. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
So great to be here.
Thanks for coming.
We are at the Williston Crossing RV Park in Williston, Florida, where these guys are hanging out for a time, and we just happened to hook up with them, and they're willing to show us their rig. So, you guys have been in this since 17 as full-timers?
Yes, it was 2017.
Almost
so
3
it's
years
3
now.
years
Yeah.
at the end of this month. So,
Right.
wow, time flies when you're having fun.
And you've taken it far, right?
We've taken it to as far as Vancouver this past year.
Right.
Very cool.
Yes.
They were even by near our place in the Shuswap.
And they
And
weren't
you
there.
weren't there.
We were up in the Beaver, but they were up there in Canada. And so that's the furthest you've taken it?
It is.
Furthest northwest. We
Yeah.
started off in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Cool.
Hi.
Wow, this is really nice. So we're gonna show you around the inside of Tina and Craig's Pinnacle, and then we'll show you some special touches that they've made. I love the kitchen. So the
Me
Pinnacle
too.
has the solid surface countertops.
Yes.
And so how good are they? Good for cleaning, or do they get scratched up, or they just...
No, they're great for cleaning, and I love the fact that they're just the design on here really helps. I really can't notice anything if I have, marked it up.
Sure.
So I love that it's
What's this?
these types of colors. This is the
Plugs.
plug utility center, I think is what they call it. But it has the USB outlets as well. So
So you could
we
plug
love
an
it.
appliance in, you could plug your
Yes.
phone in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's also another plug over here on the island as
Okay.
well. So that makes it very
And it
convenient.
just pushes up and down?
Yes.
Nice.
So easy. Easy
So
peasy.
you've got the double stainless undermount. Is this
Yes.
big enough for you?
It is.
Okay.
It's great. We wash in the bigger side and usually just drip dry in this side or lay a mat here. But we also have the tops that match
Yes.
the countertops. So, and that's happened when we've had guests and we're making larger amounts of food or people are coming over. So you can still do all that stuff when you live in an RV.
Yeah,
So,
you can, especially one like this.
And we love to do that.
And is
amazing.
your tap high enough?
Yes.
Okay, and
It
you have
is
the
high
pull
enough,
down?
and I do have
And
the
you've
pull
had no
down.
trouble with those things?
No trouble at all.
Excellent. So I also want to go back because you've got a pantry.
I do.
So is it all shelves?
It is, yeah. And there's even a
So-
light over here, which is
Nice.
really cool. So you can get in there in the dark.
Wow,
and-
you can fit a
and
lot in there.
Can you tell we're going to be stationary for a little bit? So yeah, we don't go this crazy when we're going to be moving a lot.
Right.
But we do have the essentials like the spices and things like that. So we use these rails that you would use in your refrigerator when you're moving down the road so that food doesn't fall off the shelf. And I use a lot of these over the door organizers, like have my produce in here and aprons and things like that. So
nice. Very good.
Lots of room.
Now I do have to ask, because I'm sure those of you out there are wondering too, what do you put in that cabinet?
And only us tall people can actually read, but that's about as far as I can go. So
wow, there is stuff in there.
There is stuff in there, like the bigger pots and like the bowls that all sit inside themselves and things like that don't fit so well on the other shelves. And yeah, so we just grab a little stool when we need to get up there, which
big stool
the things you don't need every day.
So
and we love it. It's up out of the way. So
for us, what would be up there is what was left from the previous owner.
So you guys did mention that you have a residential fridge. So pros and cons about this.
So being full-time, we absolutely love it. It's just like our refrigerator when we lived in the house, and it has the ice maker, which we love, and that has the crush option as well. And the only disadvantage of this, and maybe in hindsight, we thought, oh, maybe we should have done differently, because you get so excited that, oh my God, I have all this space that I can fill up just like at home. But when we are boondocking and we're staying in a Walmart parking lot or something like that, when you're traveling, it does not switch over to propane.
Okay.
So that, and Craig talked to you all about the inverter and all of that. And so now with the newer batteries, we can last longer when we're boondocking, because this thing needs to stay working.
Yeah. And we've told you guys that before, so it's not that it's good or bad, it's just something you need to plan for.
Yeah, personal preference.
It
and,
is.
And sometimes that changes, right?
It does.
Once you're living in it or weekending more often than not, you change your mind about what's important to you.
Right. So moving around, looking behind you, you've got that Furion cooktop that I am always in love with and wishing I had. So tell me about it.
Yes, so we love it. It works great. It looks stylish too. And we got the 3 burners. I know some people like you told me the horror stories of only 2 burners.
Yeah.
I will say though, if you get really big pots, it's really only a 2-burner stove when you are cooking full time. But I will say in the beginning, Denise, the only thing that disappointed us was we really couldn't get the food to simmer. We couldn't get a real low setting.
Okay.
So what we did was we talked to the manufacturer, Furion, who makes the cooktop, and they'd heard that from some other customers as well. And so they put us on a list, and about 6 months later gave us a call, which really surprised us, and sent us a new cooktop.
Oh,
so
wow.
That was pretty awesome. And it, pays to talk to the suppliers, especially when you're in your 2-year warranty period, which Jayco offers, which is amazing. And one of the reasons we purchased this rig, being full-time, we wanted to have that peace of mind. Mm-hmm. So I know that my husband Craig has, in different situations with maybe a fan that broke or something like that, we've talked directly to the manufacturers of those products, so the third party, so to speak.
Because it's important for you guys all to remember that a manufacturer builds the RV, but they buy their appliances or parts or furnaces or all of those things from another source. And they don't necessarily have control if those pieces are malfunctioning in some way. So it's completely okay to go to that company and talk to them too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we happened to be at a trade show one time and something was wrong with our fantastic fan, which is an amazing product as well. And he just asked for our address and sent us a new one. No questions asked. So just pays to ask.
Right.
Do your research. Take some onus on yourself as an owner, just like you would as a homeowner, right?
Yeah.
You're going to shop around and talk to other people.
Good tip. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely.
So you also have the Furion, is it a microwave convection?
It is.
So
yes.
do you, I also notice, have an oven.
I do have an oven, and I know they've gotten rid of the ovens in some models.
Yeah.
And it was a learning curve to get used to convection at first. I kind of shied away from it, but sometimes it's hard to regulate with the propane oven, the heat, and I'm getting better at that too. So really it's all about practice and doing something different than what you normally do in your home.
Do you feel your oven is large enough to do the things you want to do in it?
Yeah, you get the 9x13 pan in there, and that's, I mean, you can't get the really big
Right.
pan in, which we used to do for pumpkin rolls and things like that, but you know, we go to someone's house and do that now, but
Right.
or we have a smoker with us, and you know, we use that kind of as an external oven. But
So do you use the oven or the convection more?
so I'm getting to where I'm using the convection more, and some of that also depends on, am I paying for electric where I am, or am I using the, you know, the propane that I pay for? So
Right.
it's kind of a,
So,
okay.
so what Tina's saying is that if you're in a location, whether, like say you're boondocking and you don't have electrical plugins, you're going to be using your propane. Or sometimes you're in a resort like we are now, where you guys are here on a longer term, so they actually pay for their electricity
Yes.
on top of their site. Where Corey and I are only here for 4 days, so our electricity is covered. So it would make more sense for us to use the electricity, where
Yes.
Tina and Craig would have to pay extra for that. So just a way to kind of manage your budget.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Either way, you're paying for a resource, but which one works best?
Yeah.
So again, tell me what do you do with that cupboard up there?
So we love coffee and tea and things like that. So that's just handy because the coffee pot's here, the tea pot
Right.
is here, and
Well, if you can reach it, you might as well use it.
works for me. I don't know about you, Denise. It's okay.
And then you've got a nice bank of drawers in here.
Yes,
And do they have the little extra piece in
they
them?
do, which is pretty awesome.
That's very
So,
cool.
I mean, such a space saver, right? Such a great idea that, you know, you don't just have one deep cabinet,
Right.
but you can really make use of the space, and that's what I love.
Nice.
And the bottom one as well.
Look
Also,
at that.
you know, for your shot glasses and things like that.
So let's move over to your living room area.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
And so quickly, here we are in the living room.
Yeah, just like that, we're in the living room. So you've got the hidden TV here.
We do.
Can you show us how it works?
Yes.
So it's just a push of a button.
Just the push of a button. Make sure things don't fall.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And they've got
Hello.
TV. Wow.
Yeah,
Very
and
nice.
I love it. So then when you're not watching TV, you can let the light in.
Yes.
And the cats love to hang out there, and you can let more air in.
So you've got some storage up here. Do you
We
use
do.
that a lot?
Yeah, so we have our main, I know it's up high, you might not do that, but we have our main plates and bowls and things like that here, so that's
Okay.
pretty convenient to the kitchen. And there's nowhere else to put it in the kitchen unless
Sure.
we, you know, took up pantry space, but
Right.
that was our choice to
Right.
not do that. And then we have the receiver
Right.
here, which I love because we have built-in speakers, and then also you saw the speakers that were outside, so we can control that in here, but you know, just the push of a button whether or not to have those speakers on,
Right.
so we can change it up.
Excellent. And then you've got my favorite feature, which is this really nice electric fireplace. I love those.
I would have to say it's one of my favorite too.
Yeah.
And it gets back to what you were talking about earlier. We were talking about whether to use propane or electric. So it is electric. So when we're not paying for the electric, we want to be running the fireplace for heat all the time, and it puts out some nice heat. Feel that?
Yeah, I do
It's
feel
like,
that.
it's awesome.
I would be sitting right here.
And I go and stand up against it sometimes when it's cold.
Now there's a
I'm too
secret
cheap to-
feature here too, isn't there?
Yes. So some people don't know about this. We've read in some of the forums that, you know, this is a surprise, but there is a little drawer.
It's a big drawer.
It's a big drawer.
You can fit a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, all your batteries,
Oh,
like
yeah.
your command strips, which you must have in an RV. And you know.
So Tina and Craig have done some really interesting DIY things to personalize your
Yeah.
space and make it really useful for the way you
Yeah.
use it, right?
And really to make it homey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my home now, and I miss decorating my home, so this is my home, and I get to decorate it.
So take us on a bit of a tour and show us that. You've
Sure.
changed all of the trims out.
Yes, so we're trying to lighten things up a little bit. So we, took out the trim around the fireplace to match the trim that we also took off around the slide. I stained that, and my husband and father-in-law and thankfully his workshop full of tools helped us do that when we were
Right.
parked in their driveway for a couple of weeks. So we started with the trim. Eventually I'm going to paint the cabinets, but that's, we're doing it in stages. So we started with lightening that up and around here.
Okay. And then you also have done what a lot of people do, which is remove the valances from around your windows.
Yes. And that's, and we're still working on that too. And so we use that same stain and wood because I know you said you're not into the tchotchkes, but I'm into the, what did you call them? All the decorations and things, which Craig could do without, but I'm like, no, I need that
Well,
stuff.
and when you're more stationary,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about moving that stuff.
No, but also when you are moving, you get so used to your process and how to put things away.
Sure.
So, a lot of it just goes in that footstool right there. So
Right.
it's pretty easy.
So you did that, and then this would have been where your fold-out couch was.
Yes, so we had a large couch that took up all this space and then two of the little, just tiny end
Side
tables,
tables,
side
yeah.
tables that you would call them. And that was where our guests slept at that time because it was a nice it was a king size bed when it pulled out. So just for our needs, some people love that couch and we did, but we also needed a space for working because we live, work, and travel in our RV. So we wanted to put a desk in. So this is the option that we went with. Once again, I took it was the side of a pipe organ, I think, and, stained it and put legs on it and just turned it into an office
Very
space.
nice. And I mean,
with
what
a
an
chair.
office, right? You get this beautiful view
Yeah.
on
we are
3 sides.
very lucky right now.
Yeah, you really are.
the water out
And
there.
you have your workspace.
Yes,
And
I
you've
love
got
it.
this nice, very stylish chair.
Yes,
love
they make some great apartment size. They
Right.
call them recliners. So
Right.
even though we took the recliners out, we still get that
Right.
that option.
So let's take a look at. So this is where the recliners would have been,
Yes.
and in front of the TV. But
Yes.
now those are gone, and you have this very lovely little couch. Now it doesn't make into a bed, correct?
It does not.
So if you have guests now, what do you do?
So there's an air mattress that's under here. And I know people might say, oh, excuse me, let me close the window as we're getting blown. We're on the movie set. So we have a mattress, a blow-up mattress under here, which fits nicely under here. And I really researched to find one that would be very comfortable for guests. Plus I have a mattress topper for it, and it inflates and deflates electric,
Right. Okay.
by
With an
itself.
electric
Yeah,
motor.
with an electric motor. So,
Yeah.
and my mom was just here and stayed for 5 days, and she absolutely loved it. So,
So you would just move this off to the side, inflate it there. She's got her own space.
yep, can watch TV
Sure.
while we have our own space.
Right.
So, works out.
Very nice. And it just gives you a little, I don't know, like by taking the chunky stuff out, it seems a little more spacious.
It does,
And
and,
didn't
a
you
little
say-
lighter colors. Yeah.
You saved weight by doing that
Yes.
as well.
Thank you for remembering that. And that was one of the reasons, because we want to continue traveling and we want to be conscious of the weight and be safe when we're on the road. So we, calculated I think this alone weighed the double recliner like a couple 100 pounds. So,
Yeah, right.
and this is very, very
Right.
lightweight.
And
so.
it is really comfortable too.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
Thanks.
Very nice.
I like it.
So in the living room space,
Mhm.
what's your favorite thing?
So that the favorite thing would be the desk area. That
Yeah.
before we were working on our laps on the couch or on the table, and the chairs aren't the most comfortable and that type of thing. So, and the fact that I made this from scratch and that it was in my daughter-in-law's grandfather's barn, this side of a pipe organ, and that you can see a vision that you can turn that into something. So
Right.
blood, sweat, and tears. So.
And when you're a blogger, you need a good workspace.
We do. You need inspiration all the time. So
And it is beautiful. You did a really great job on
thank
it.
you. Thank
So
you.
what would you say your least favorite thing about the living area is?
So probably the valances that were up there
Okay.
before, the fabric.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you dealt with that one.
Yes. I'm still gonna put some curtains up, and then I'll be really happy. But it's a work in process. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I noticed too that you brought all of these very stylish metal stools
Yes.
in because it's this is a great spot to sit up to your
to the island.
yeah.
And then we just pull this one over, so this one is also like an inside table.
Sure, it can-
And we built like a little side table over here for drinks and things like that. But yeah, Craig and I usually eat at the island, so we started
know
thinking,
it-
do we
so-
even want our table anymore? So, you know, you go through those periods of adjustment that
So what was
You need
here?
different things.
Was it a freestanding table and 4 chairs, or
it was a table and 4 chairs that was
Okay.
bolted in the middle to the floor.
okay?
So it had a pedestal.
And so you removed that.
Yes.
And you brought this smaller table. Now, does it expand
It
at all?
does,
Okay.
yeah.
And you've got more stools to accommodate
Mhm.
that. But isn't it cool how you've got them so they're stackable and they're out of the way?
Yes.
Just making it more spacious
Yeah,
for you,
like
right?
it opened up this area for sure, and you don't have the high backs of the chairs and taking
and
up
the
space.
window.
Yeah, and you
you
can,
get more
even
of.
though my cats take priority with the window,
I
as you
know.
can see.
Now
so
take a look at
I mean, they
these.
do block our view, but we have so much fun watching them up there. So
Take a look at these cat beds.
Yes.
And they're climber, and they can look out the windows.
they can.
This is fabulous. Did you guys put these in, or were these part of?
No, we did. We removed the light fixtures that were there that had glass globes around
Right.
them. And we played around with a couple different things. We had some mason jars around them, and then we just kind of went with the clean look. And
Yeah.
so for now, I think that's good.
Yeah, I
And-
like them.
And one thing I just wanted to mention, because I know a lot of people travel with pets, and one of the biggest mistakes that we made in the beginning was not bringing enough of their
Okay.
things to make them feel comfortable. And so I think we had like only one little scratching post, and they had grown up with with a big cat tree. So then we brought that in, and it really made them feel more comfortable. And then the
Right.
window seats, and so
Right.
you got to look for creative ways to make their family member too, to make them comfortable. So.
And cats can be a little more skittish in travel, right?
Yes, they are. They
Yes.
are. They don't
But
especially
clearly-
enjoy the truck, but you know, they're getting
Clearly,
better.
your cats are comfortable.
They
here.
are. The minute we stop and put them back in the fifth wheel from a traveling day, they immediately relax.
Yeah. I noticed that you have even more storage over here that I missed.
I do. And so
Oh wow.
this is a coat closet, and you know, you can put these hooks anywhere, and you can get more coats in there and all that good stuff. So that works for that. And like under here are gloves and scarves and things like that for when we do go to the winter places like Banff. And up here is my favorite part of the kitchen. It's the Instant Pot, the appliance that I have to have. And it's so great when we're out adventuring and we want a hot meal when we get home, and you can make one in 30 minutes or less, and it's just been a lifesaver. Then we don't have to spend as much money going out to eat.
Now that you've told me what your favorite thing is, what's your least favorite thing about your kitchen?
So I'm with you, and my least favorite thing is, unfortunately, because of the slide, you have this lip here that, you know, the slide coming out when you're trying to cook at the stove. I've really gotten used to it, and I don't kick it as much as I used to, but in the beginning I stubbed a toe or two, so.
This is another thing that you guys did, is to change out doors. And
Yes.
this is a fabulous door. Any of you who like that sort of barn style, I can't believe you guys came up with such an amazing door. Tell us more about that.
Little farmhouse on wheels is what I think it's starting to turn into. But yeah, I found this, not actually the design, but just the look of this door, and showed it to my husband and my father-in-law. Can you build this for me? So, and they did, and it was pretty amazing. And I think the biggest aspect too is that we cut the weight of the original doors in half.
Wow.
So, I mean, and that's good that they were good heavy doors, but, you know, once again, we're just being cognizant of what we bring in that adds to weight. So if there's something like we enjoy, like bringing the smoker with us when we travel and things like that, we're going to give up some other things and see how we can
Sure.
get rid of some weight.
So the plan for what you did, you will be putting up on your blog site?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not there yet, though, is it?
No.
So you're
It's
just going to
coming.
have to keep checking back on freeaswilleverbe.com, and you will get to see how these are made.
Yeah,
and
I'll actually put an email list for
Okay.
anybody that wants to
Oh,
get the plan.
that's
so
perfect.
I'll put that up there, since that'll be the easiest way
okay,
to do it.
so drum roll, behind
What's
this
behind
door.
this door?
Show us.
We have a half bath.
That's
So,
nice too.
You know, it all depends on what you need and want in a space, and we wanted a way for our guests to feel comfortable when they're spending the night and to encourage them to come visit us on the road because we get lonely.
Sure.
So we wanted them to have a separate space. It doesn't have a shower, but they use our shower, but then they can come back
Right.
down and get ready and get dressed and have
So-
privacy.
I can see myself in the mirror.
Wow.
Awesome countertop space. Great sink. Good storage. Easy room when you're on the toity. You have been so smart about putting storage up.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
love it.
I mean, you got all this space. I mean, this ceiling goes on forever.
It was one tall cabinet, and
Yeah.
we're like, okay, what's this tall that we're gonna put in there? So we're gonna lose space. So we took out some shelves back in our master bath, and Craig just made
Oh, yeah.
a separate shelf up there.
When trailers are brand new and we're doing a review, we never really worry about going into someone's bedroom. But are you good to take us into yours?
Yes.
All right.
I can take you to the bedroom, absolutely. Corey, come on in. We changed out these doors too, which saved a lot of weight.
And they
Half
were,
the weight.
So the roller system, they were already on.
Yes.
So you just use the same roller system but put on a new door.
Yeah, and we had the same thing going into the bathroom.
How nice. And they're just such nice looking doors. So what size of bed?
So, this is a queen size bed,
Okay.
but this unit comes with a king size bed.
Oh.
So, interesting. Most people are wanting to go to
Not
king
me.
from queen,
Yeah.
but we were so used to sleeping in a queen. We thought, why, it'd be nice to have a king, but you get way more room around the bed, and we wanted it to be more comfortable and be able to get around the bed. So we actually took out the mattress that was here, and my husband, this was when we were getting ready to move into the RV, we used the tools and cut actually the board
Okay.
that's the support that's underneath it, and so that would fit the queen size bed.
So this queen mattress then was not the one that came with the rig.
No.
Okay. So
we
you
upgraded our mattress to one of the ones in a box,
okay.
a Zenus, which we absolutely love. It was even more comfortable than our bed at home. So
And
we
I
were
see
excited.
that you guys do have the nightstands that I need. Nice.
You don't have
Which
those
is-
in your rig?
I do, but a lot of rigs don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
so
that
that's
little
nice.
bit is nice. Put your phone on. and
You have
things
your
like that.
individual reading lights.
Yes. back
You
here.
have some shelves, access to your windows. What about electric or USB?
Yes, so we have electric on each side,
Okay.
which is great. We have USB under the TV over there, so that option is over here as well.
Okay. And then you've got storage. Is this enough storage for you, do you find?
Yeah, so this really, these drawers are not very deep, so don't expect that they're going to be drawers that you have it in home. So what it's nice for is your underwear, your pajamas, your
Smaller
workout
things.
clothes,
Yeah.
things like that, which is what I use it for. And then we actually, because I have way too many clothes, I've already gotten rid of some and need to get rid of more, but it's hard when you go from a big house. But so we got these drawers that just
Give you
fit
extra.
in that space, so I searched for something that would fit there.
Nice. You also have an AC in here.
Yes.
And one out there.
Yes.
Okay. And then heating. Is
The-
it
The floor.
the floor decks? Okay.
Yes. So that would be the gas heat, and then the electric heat would come out of
Okay.
here,
it has a
of
heat
the
pump.
vents. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So here in the bedroom, then, what's your favorite thing?
So absolutely the mattress, and the mattress that we chose, and it's so comfortable, and we sleep in the same bed every night, which is awesome. You're traveling all over the country, and it's the same place to lay your head, so I love that.
Totally
love our
get that.
mattress. Yeah.
So what's your least favorite thing?
So the least favorite thing was the amount of room that was around the bed when we had the king size mattress. So we pretty much took care of it. Would I still love more room? Well, who wouldn't? But
Right.
we're not in a house. So,
And
yeah.
then this model is beautiful because it has a front bath, and I can't wait to show you guys that. Let's go in there. Wow. Oh my. Look at this bathroom. This is like a suite. So this bathroom is a feature in this trailer, right?
Yes. It
Yeah.
sold us for sure.
Oh yeah. So this, again, you got that hard surface countertop. You've got dual sinks.
Yes.
You guys must love that.
We do. We absolutely
Your
do.
own space on both sides, upper and down.
Yeah, and the only thing that we changed in here was there was a little shelf here, which we're still working on what to do with the area, but it didn't allow me to wash my... Do you ever wash your face?
Yeah.
And then want to take the water and do that? Like, they need to talk to women, right?
Yeah.
We like to do that. So that kind of interrupted that. It was nice to put things on, but it also collected a lot of dust.
And
got
we've
what to do from
mentioned
there.
that to viewers before. You do want to come into a trailer and any RV and actually pretend you're doing exactly what you would do in a day in your home to make sure that everything fits you the way you want.
Yeah.
So you also get this huge closet, which I
Yes.
see you've taken the doors off.
We have just the same thing we talked about down in the lower area. We wanted to get rid of some weight, and they had glass on them too. So it was also our mirror, and I'll show you what we did to make up for losing that mirror. But I love it, and you don't have to worry about securing it anymore. Like you know, obviously you had to strap the mirrors in to make sure they didn't break. But so we just used the curtain. We just put a tension rod up here
Okay, yeah.
for the curtain, and we have a lot of storage. You know, for clothes. That would
Yes.
be Craig's side. And we actually reinforced it a little bit, although
Okay.
I've gotten rid of clothes since then. We have reinforced it. That's one of Craig's sticking points for sure.
Oh.
But, I'm sorry. I wanted to
What's
show
behind?
you.
Yeah.
So what I really love is there's shelves back here. Well, now I'm taking everything off, but there's shelves, and I've got all these little storage baskets just to
Okay.
put miscellaneous clothes and things like that. You could put anything back there, shoes, whatever you want.
Excellent.
And they have these lights, which is nice.
Which is very nice.
Love it.
And then I have a sneaking suspicion she has one of my favorite things here. Yeah.
So
Is it a washer dryer combo?
it is, yes. This space you could put the washer and dryer both, but I didn't want to lose the storage up
Okay.
here in the bathroom. So, and we were fine, and we've absolutely loved it. You just have to learn how to wash and dry clothes differently. You have to have patience that, you know, you can't put another load in while another load's drying,
Sure.
and it's going to take a little longer, and you can't overfill the machine or things
Right.
like that. You just really small loads, so we do laundry more often. Then when we're in campgrounds and things like that, or people's houses, we do our sheets and things like that. I could still do sheets in here, but it would be, you know, maybe a sheet and a couple pillowcases, and, you know, just
So
take
it's just
longer.
smaller volume.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's still functional. Now, your rig came ready for all of this.
Yes.
But the actual appliance was an upgrade.
It would have, yes, and we did not purchase it at the time, so we
Okay.
purchased it separately after we got the RV.
Okay, so that's good for you to know too, is that you don't have to make that decision right off the bat.
Yeah, look around for the best deal.
Okay.
So
And then your shower area. Big
Yes.
enough, do you think?
it is, yeah. For us, it absolutely is, and even for someone taller than us, it would work because there's like a bubble in the skylight if you're
Okay.
taller. So, and we love that there's a seat in here. Women like that for shaving legs
Sure.
and stuff. But as you can see, it's also our laundry area and our glitter pan when it's not in use as a shower.
And how do you feel about your shower head and the
Actually, the one we had before was fine that came with the rig, but we did upgrade that.
Okay.
So, and it was an easy swap out.
Sure.
So,
And we've mentioned
like
that to you
20 bucks
before,
or
that you
something.
can
Yeah.
always change those kinds of things out. And this is just such a lovely room. So in your bathroom, what's your favorite thing?
So we have a little secret here. So since we lost the mirrors
Oh,
that were
yeah.
on the doors that came with the unit, and we took those out, I told my husband I need to have a mirror in some way. So
Perfect. I
so I
agree.
get a full length mirror,
Yes.
which is awesome. And it, you know, we had to work obviously to secure it for going down the road, but my dad or my father-in-law and my husband took care of that, so it hasn't
Nice.
fallen out or anything. So it's been
And
great.
what's your least favorite thing about the bathroom?
So it was the shelf that was here, so we took care of it.
So I need to ask you, when you are in travel mode and you've pulled your slides in, what do you have access to down here?
Okay, so this slide virtually comes the whole way to the island here. So it's hard to get into the refrigerator, but we found when we need to, you can open the slide like this much and it's enough to swing the refrigerator door so we can get in there. And then over here, I mean, this butts up too, but there's like this much space. You can come around the end here and then you can walk more back there. So we've done that, or just kick the slide out a little bit just to give that room.
You would have access to this powder room.
Yes, and we use this a lot on the road. It's nice rolling down the road with your own potty, right?
Yes, totally. And then up in the bedroom, Craig, are you in there?
Hello.
So can you tell us how much access do you have in the bedroom with the slide in?
So when we pull the slide in, the bed slide, the whole bed comes in and it comes like within this much. So,
Okay.
I mean, you could squeeze by, it's pretty tight, or you can just crawl over the bed, but you do have access to the master bath.
So you could have access to the bathroom,
Yep.
you could have access to the bed, you
Yep.
could have access to your clothes and things in the closet.
Correct.
But in order to cook and things, you think you would open your slides a bit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it also depends how much stuff you have on the shelves and everything, because you have to take it down.
Right.
So the convenient place to put it is on the bed.
Right.
That makes sense.
Forgot about that part.
We've done it numerous times, parked in parking lots, and didn't want to put the slides out and just crash on the bed for the night.
Sure. So I wanted to ask you guys, have you had any sort of warranty or customer service issues, and how did that go?
Yeah, we've had some things break. I mean, you're rolling down the road at 65 miles an hour and 16,000 pound vehicle, things vibrate, shake.
A rolling earthquake, that's what I call it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So yes, we've had some minor issues, but everything's been taken care of pretty well from a warranty perspective. Jayco, and we've been to 2 different dealerships with our major issues, and they treated us really well.
Nice. And you guys purchased an extended warranty as well?
We did. I would recommend that for anybody that full-time RVs. I mean, we've put considerable mileage on it, and things are you're always going to have things go wrong. It's inevitable. It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, and that's a norm. That is not
Right, exactly.
due to any one particular manufacturer. That's across the board.
Right.
You can't go into this lifestyle without that expectation, or
That's
you're
right.
kind of kidding yourself that it's just going to be perfect.
And I would say that from an extended warranty perspective, negotiate it with your dealership.
Oh, good point.
It's not just here's what it is, this is what you have to pay. You can negotiate that.
Good to know.
Yeah, so,
Excellent.
but I would say it's well worth the money from my perspective.
Okay. So any little details or thoughts about something that you now know you would do differently?
So I think we would, because now our focus has changed a little bit and we want to boondock more and dry camp, also called, we would probably not have gone with a residential refrigerator.
Okay.
So I think that was our big lesson learned. While it was very exciting in the beginning, and I think we talked about that earlier, that, you know, in hindsight, it doesn't serve the purpose.
Right.
That
Well,
we
it's
want
just a
it
big
for.
power draw
It is.
if
Yeah.
you want to live off the grid on your batteries. But the pro is you have water on demand, you have ice cubes, which
Yeah.
we use
use
our
a
ice
lot.
maker all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people get a portable ice maker, so that might
Yeah.
have been something that we
True.
would have gone to compensate for
Sure.
that.
Right.
So overall, you got this Jayco Pinnacle that you've been in for 3 years now.
And we've used it hard.
Yeah. So would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Right.
love the floor plan. I mean, it was more for us, working space. I mean, we can accommodate guests, you know, with a blow-up mattress.
Sure.
We have a washer dryer. We have everything we need. It's our home.
It is, and a
Yeah.
beautiful home at that.
And I think too the quality of what we have too, and has really been surprising. I think.
Yeah.
that, and the fact that they give the 2-year warranty that, you know,
Right.
stands behind that, right? So, because things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And that has been easy to work with.
Excellent. Well, thanks for sharing your place with us and with everyone out there who just wanted to know
Absolutely.
what the owners thought of their rig.
Sure.
We're really thankful for that.
Yeah.
So for you out there, if you've liked this, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click one of those links I'll put up. We'll give you the nuts and bolts construction. We'll bring you along on another adventure. And don't forget to visit freeaswe'lleverbe.com, where these guys can share more of their adventures with you. And they'll also be involved with answering any questions you might have in the comments. So put it all there.
Happy to do it.
Thanks for watching.
you.
Thanks for coming along.
Bye-bye.